Good day guys, it's Practiphile and I'm going to unbox another TRN. This is TRN MT1 MAX. Okay, so I do have the OG MT1, but I gave it to my brother a long time ago before I went to Japan. And I think there was this MT1 Pro. I've not listened to it. I've never heard any TRN sets for a long time, so I hope this is a good comeback. So this is the box, like typical, budget offering box. And oh, thank you by the way, TRN, for sending this over. I really appreciate it. But my thoughts are my own, and I know, like with the Rosefinch. Yeah, I just listened to the Rosefinch, and I don't know if I'm gonna get other sets after that. But I have high hopes for this one. It has tuning switches, and it's my first actually. It's my first review unit, and I am to have switches. So I'm quite excited to hear that. I don't remember if I've seen the graph of this. I'm not sure. Do these ear tips make IM sound bright? Because the Rosefinch is just... I'm gonna try with different ear tips. I hope the sound will change though. These are the cables. So ear tips, very simple box. And the cable... Oh! Nice cable. Reminded me of the Chew. The color is kind of similar to that of the Chew. There we go. Like, definitely remind me of the Chew cable. But the Chew cable, I think it's softer. This one's a bit like springy. Okay, switches. Oh, how do I saw something. So you got this like a SIM card something here, and I think you're supposed to use this when you switch you know, switch the tuning. But I'm not really sure how to do that because it's my first time having an IM like this. It's a DD? Is it just a DD? Are there manuals here? I want to do it just stock. Otherwise, I'm not sure if there are instructions on the tuning. No instructions on the tuning. How about the box? Nothing really. Why though? Why? So I may have to, because I want to listen to it just stock. Am I supposed to peel this? There's this plastic. Alright, so there's this plastic sheet that you need to peel that was covering the switches. And I searched on their website what the tunings are, and apparently there are four. There's bass enhanced, treble enhanced, balanced, and extra bass. I'd probably go for balanced first, which is, yeah, now I think they are in balance now. So, and after that I'll try, yeah, I'm gonna graph everything. On the company graphs, it looks like there is like very big difference with the tuning. Fit is good, like KZ stuff. You always get good fit with these kind of designs. So, all right, let's not take it long. This is balanced unwell by Matchbox 20. Okay, wow. Is this balanced? Sounded like neutral and bright. Clean mids. I'm getting clean mids. Are there peaks around 8K? I feel like there are peaks around 8K. But it seems like it has very good extension in a treble. It must be really the ear tips. Like these ear tips enhance treble a lot. I know it's not proper, but I really need to try it with the different ear tips. Because I feel like the ear tips included, they just boost treble a lot. Which for me is like, I mean, it's fine for people who likes details, but let's see. If it's really the tips. I'm trying out the one ear tips. Okay, that's better. Okay, this sounds good. These sounds good. Okay, let's try playing God. Timbre so far is quite fine. The nylon string sounds like nylon strings. The cymbals are a bit off though, but so far tonally they're fine. It's not really that aggressive. Let's check treble. Vocals are okay. Yeah, the vocals are intimate. The sound stage isn't that wide. Let's try Under My Umbrella. Yeah, so far the balanced one actually sounds balanced. Just the timbre on the cymbals, it's like there's a... They sounded dull. They sound dull though for some reason. Let me try to switch the tuning. I don't know how I'll do my review, but maybe I'll just try the different switches before I graph them. So this is balanced, and let's try bass enhance. Let's do that again. Unwell. Yeah, it does increase the bass. But the timbre is odd, and then no, it just sounds off. Bass is, I don't know if it's bass or like they're just lessen the gain so that the bass is emphasized. That's why it sounds off. Yeah, the bass is emphasized, I feel, because they, I don't know, de-emphasize the gain around 2 to 5k. That's at least that's how I hear it. Try get lucky for that. Yeah, you really get bass. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of bass presence. Treble is lesser now, and the gain too. I feel like the harmonics are gone from the instruments, and the attack on cymbals are, yeah, the decay is less. Okay, done with the bass. And where's that? Next one, next one. Oh, this is fun. These switches are fun. Bass enhance, I'm done. Treble enhance. Oh my god, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the treble enhance. Or should I do Xtra Bass first? Yeah, I'll do Xtra Bass. I don't know why this is Xtra Bass though, because like I had the Xtra Bass. No no, the just the bass enhance. Now the Xtra Bass. Let's check. Get lucky, right? Okay, this is good. This is better than the bass enhance. I feel like the bass enhance is like it sounded off. This one's like they sound V, but in a good way. Yeah, I feel better balance with the Xtra Bass because you also get good treble from these. Yeah, like cymbals sound fine. Okay, interesting. Oh, very good stage. Woohoo! This is so fun. Wow, here without you. Let's try. Yeah, this sounds temporally correct. The Xtra Bass for some reason. Not with vocals. Not with male vocals. Sorry. But with other instruments, they sound fine. And fun. Good presence. The vocals can be shouty with the Xtra Bass. For some reason, I don't know why it became a V. Alright, let's try treble enhance. So it should be like 2 is up and 1 and 3 is down. I'm scared. Alright, let's check treble. High spring by. They sound better. Treble. Yes. It's up, it's raising up the upper mids and treble actually, so it becomes a little bit shouty. I can't take this. Or maybe I'm listening too loud. What's the bass like? It's light, it's bass light. This driver actually has some good resolution. Interesting. So that's okay. I don't know if I've said a lot about that, but what can I say? It's a fun set though. I really like the Xtra Bass. First, I'm gonna check channel imbalance, and then after that, like graph one ear, just for the sake of checking if there are changes in the tuning. All right. So I'm gonna graph them now. Let's see. Yeah, so they have some pretty nice channel matching, except for that a little energy on the past 10k. I'm not sure if it's because of the tuning switches, but let me overlay the different tuning switches. So yeah, channel matching is pretty good with the MT1 MAX, and I've graphed all the switches. So here's the graph for the bass, Xtra Bass, and treble enhanced versus the balanced one. So yeah, the switches do work, but I feel like there's little much difference between the one that really that sounds bad for me was the bass one, because as I mentioned, I was right about that. Like in the mid range, like 2 to 3k just goes down and becomes muted, and it's kind of like it pushes the bass up, but it doesn't really sound good for me. Number one for me would be the number one sound that or switch that was fine for me was the bass. I feel like there's better balance across the frequency. probably next is the balanced one. It's, as I mentioned, it sounded neutral, but I feel like there's not much engagement and it's a bit shouty in the maybe around 2K because there's not enough bass to compensate that. Next probably is the treble. It's, yeah, shouty because they just removed the sub bass in the tuning. As you can see, there's no sub bass. And the last one would probably the bass because as you can see that there's this, like, everything just goes down. It's just bass and the gain just goes down. So all in all, it's a fun set. How much are these? Oh man, it's just what? $12? Really? It says $12 though. Just 12. These are pretty cheap. It must be the cheapest. I don't know that I know. It's the cheapest IEM that has tuning switches that I know. And what can I say? Scoring, I don't know. How do I score this? I'd probably just score the best one, which is the extra bass. So tonality should be, it's fine. It's really fun. I'd give it 2, and bass is 2.5. Mids are 2. Treble is 2.5. They're not bad. Text 2.5. That's 11.5. That's for the extra bass, and 11.5 should be, it's a B. It's a B in my scoring. It's a good set. Uh, I don't know. It's very cheap though. Can I recommend this? Yeah, I can if you're very interested in tuning switches and you're in a budget. I think I think you'll have fun with the TRN MT1 MAX. Although I feel like you'd only use one switch anyways. Like, I'm not sure if you can take the treble or like if you like balance. I feel like the extra bass has the best sound out of the 4 tuning. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like my video. Subscribe if you want. Thank you. Peace out. Bye bye.